Hello, hello. Welcome to Audio Addiction. It is your boy, Brandon. It has been a little bit of a minute. We had some insane weather here. So I took my well-deserved break, but we are back. We have the insane um Gunky stream today. They have gotten another 100,000 channel points, which is insane. So Gunky, congrats to you. Hopefully you can join. But yeah, we are doing NiziU tonight, which I'm stoked about. If you are new here, come join us, come hang out. I do all of these on Twitch first at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So come hang out. Come suggest obviously groups. If you hang out and you also get 100,000 channel points, then you can also have your group of your choosing to be done for a deep dive. So, yeah, very excited about this. This has been a little bit in the making now, so we will be trying to do as much as we can tonight, and then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next stream we will be rocking it. So very excited, very excited. Hope all you're doing well, staying safe out there, because it's insane. Also, I want to give a shout out. So my partner has an insane amount of BTS stuff, so I just want to see if any of y'all can notice it in the back. I'm not gonna point it out. You'll just have to look throughout stream. There's some stuff on the back here, and maybe I'll make it more apparent on each stream that we do. But I have a lot of BTS stuff now in my house, so so very excited. But yes, so let's see. Gungy gave me a little bit of a write up on NiziU, why they have chosen it, all that sort of stuff. So very excited about this. All right. Why NiziU? Pronounced need you. Okay, I thought it was NiziU for some reason. We need meet some meatball tonight. No meatball tonight. He is hanging out with my girlfriend. So, I'm doing need you because they are one of my favorite girls group and only J-pop group I listen to. The reason they are one of my favorite groups is obvious. I like their music and I like the members. However, most of their songs tend to make me happy and put me in a good mood, even the songs I'm not a fan of. Ooh, okay. I also believe we most likely would have done a deep dive on a Japanese group. Oh, wouldn't have done. Sorry, I can't read tonight. For all those reasons, I wanted to share their discography with everyone watching this deep dive, not just Brandon. I did expect everyone to like I don't expect everyone to like their music, but if I can help just one person find music from them they really like, then it's worth doing the deep dive. Very nice, very nice. I love that. That's awesome. That's like truly such a fun thing that I love to do um within this. So I feel this. I feel this in my chest, Gunky. So I appreciate it. They have said how I ended up liking them. I discovered them when they released the song Paradise. I really liked it. Being a fan of Stray Kids and Mix and them being part of the same label played a huge part in me discovering the song, giving it a chance. However, it was in the song Heart Tris, which was released, that became really interested in their music. I love the song from the get go, so I went back and listened to a lot of their older music and ended up really liking a lot of them. After I checked out the Survival Show Nizi project, where I got to know the members and ended up really liking them. Ever since then, I've consistently followed them and have been really enjoying their comebacks. All right. Very, very cool. Jazz, hello. Gunky says, oh, wait. Sarah says, ooh, Gunky the researcher. Yeah, exactly. And then Kaylee says, Meatball has his priorities straight. Oh, my God. Yes, he does. All right, group overview. Need You is a 9-member Japanese group under JYP Entertainment. The name Need You is derived from the word Niji, meaning rainbow. JYP has said the group is made up of various people carrying different colors like a rainbow. The U signifies the fans as signifies the fans that support the group. They are pronounced a certain way. The name resembles NiziU, which JYP explains people cannot succeed by themselves. Everyone needs each other, and fans are needed. Very nice. Biscuit, hello. Unihi, hello. Thank you for hanging. Let's see what else. The fandom name is With You. The U in the fan club name With You means the fans support need you. You equals you fans. The fans are always close by. They made their official Japanese debut on December 2nd of 2020 and their Korean debut on October 30th of 2023. Very nice, very nice. NiziU was formed through the audition program at NiziU Project, excuse me, which consisted of two parts. Part one is the initial auditions of over 10,000 candidates. Holy shit, that's crazy. Where 26 were selected to attend a 4-night, 5-day boot camp in Japan. At the boot camp, each candidate was ranked based on vocals, dance, star quality, and personality. The top 14 contestants here were sent to train in South Korea for 6 months. Part two of the show follows the candidates, 14 candidates through 6 months of training period of evaluation and competition. The top 9 were selected for the group. There were 4 JYP trainees in the final 14, but only 3 of them were selected for the final group. The members are Mako, Rio, Maya, Riku, Ayaka. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Mayuka, Rima, Mihi, and Nina. Very nice, very nice. And it looks like we got a little bit of a breakdown for the members. I'm gonna copy their names because Lord knows I'm gonna forget them. So let's do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose it in the shuffle here. Members. Okay. Looks like read the members' descriptions before playing the members' intro video. Okay, so let me get the video feed pulled up here. So Gunky has 40 videos. It looks like the beginning half of them are mostly just meeting the members of NiziU. So very nice. And then we'll obviously get into the songs as well. It looks like we have Make You Happy, Beyond the Rainbow, Step and a Step, Poppin' and Shakin'. Yeah, Take a Picture. It looks like their second anniversary. It looks like it's I Am. Super Summer, Chopstick, NiziU, very nice. We have 9 Colors, Burn It Up, very nice. We have Asobo, Clap Clap, Short Trip, Blue Moon, very nice. The first take, I love the first take. Already Special. We have Paradise, Coconut, Look at Me, Love and Like, Heartress, Lucky Star, Memories, Sweet Nonfiction, Rise Up, Believe, Always, Yoake, Crush, Love Line, and then we have Awake, and then Sweet Nonfiction, and then it's another first take. So very cool. Life is Beautiful is the one after Love Line. Okay. Thank you. University, hello. Thank you for hanging as well. All right. We will get into the first one, which it looks like it is Mako. So, very nice. I am petitioned to read all of these before we watch the video. So, Mako is Japanese, was born in 2001, and is the oldest member of the group. She is a leader, a main dancer, lead vocalist, and sub-rapper. She was a JYP trainee for 2.5 years before joining the NiziU project, and was the potential trainee and was one of the potential trainees to debut in ITZY. Whoa, holy shit, that's awesome. She also appeared in Stray Kids, God's Menu, and Backdoor MVs. Very nice. I do remember this. Mako was one of those ones that I remembered from the Stray Kids deep dive. So very cool. Well, let's check out Mako's first.
안녕, 나 마커야. 난 니즈의 리더고 멤버들이 웃고 즐기는 모습을 보는 것이 제일 행복해. 매일 아침 투두리스를 쓰고 자기 전에 잘 했는지 체크를 해. 마지막으로 하루의 마무리는 일기. 나는 밖에서 노는 걸 좋아해. 바람 쐬면서 드라이브도 하고 여행 가는 것도 좋아해. 그리고 나는 디자인 하는 것도 좋아해서 가끔 자기 전에 좋은 아이디어가 떠올랐을 때는 누워 있다가도 바로 일어나서 그리고 자. 그리고 내가 세상에서 제일 사랑하는 초콜릿. 언젠가 전 세계 초콜릿을 여러 가지 맛보는 것이 나의 작은 꿈이야. 앞으로도 잘 부탁해.
All right, very cool. I do like this because I feel like, and I'm appreciative that Gunky included these because I feel like sometimes I don't always get to know each member in a more in-depth fashion like that. So I thought that was very nice, and it was cool. I obviously she loves chocolate, which is something I will remember. I don't know why, but it'll be lodged in my brain somewhere. So, Sarah says she's super cute. I would agree. So, thank you JYP for doing these videos. Everyone say thank you JYP in the very cool, very cool. I do like this. This was cool. And also it just puts a name to the face. I'm always really appreciative of that. So, Biscuit says, me too, since I don't know them either. It's very helpful. I would agree. There will be a crazy cat member. Oh, you already know, bias unlocked for sure. But all right, very cool. I believe the next one is Rio. She is a Japanese member, was born in 2002 as well. No, 2002. Sorry, Mako's 2001. She is a main dancer, vocalist, and sub-rapper. She used to be a member of Kizzy/Bunnies under EXPG Lab, where she was known as Hana Rio. Very interesting. She left them in 2019 to pursue acting. She also appeared in Stray Kids, God's Menu, and Backdoor. Very nice. Very nice. And this is in age order, oldest to youngest. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Gunky. We are going into Rio's next, so let's check her out.
안녕, 반가워.
I was gonna say, why is it calling me
리오야,
so
나는
bad?
쉬는 날에 밖에 나가서 쇼핑하는 게 너무 좋아. 셀프 스타일링 하면서 쇼핑하는 게 꽤 재밌어. 그리고 가장 중요한 거, 내가 제일 좋아하는 것은 춤. 어렸을 때부터 춤을 배워왔는데 파워풀한 댄스를 좋아해. 귀여운 우리 집 강아지 사진 보며
she's got cute
항상
dogs.
힐링돼. 빨리 보고 싶어. 앞으로 기대해줘.
Very nice. All right, this is Rio. I gotta go back to her dogs. Her dogs are so cute. I don't have any dogs, but I love me some dogs. Like, look at them. They're so cute. I love them. I love little dachshunds too. I'm such a dachshund fan. So, I was gonna say the puppies. Yeah. Gunky says, I personally think that Rio is the prettiest members. Yeah, I love that they put the dogs' names Mariko and Marita. Very nice. I don't know why I put an accent on it, but very nice. Oh, she's got really cute dogs. I love the dogs. Yeah, these are great. This is cool. JYP making groups in every country. Yeah, for real. They really be turning it up. Very nice. Yeah, like I said, there's little things that you pick up with each person, and I think it's always nice to see. So, Kaylee says IDK, why? But it's funny to see Japanese names written in Korean because I was expecting to read katakana. I was also. It is very interesting. I think probably because it is JYP and they're obviously a Korean like label, it would make sense that they decided to do it that way. He says my mom has a wiener dog. You listen, I love a dachshund. I love dachshunds. If I could own a dog, I'd own a dachshund for sure. So very nice. Sarah says it took halfway through the first video for me to realize she was in fact speaking Korean and not Japanese. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one it looks to be is Maya. She is also a Japanese member. Was born in 2002 as well. She is lead dancer and vocalist. She used to be a YG Japanese trainee. Very nice. And she also appeared in Stray Kids, God's Menu, and Backdoor MVs. Very nice. It looks like a majority of there, maybe with a select hand few of people. Looks like most of them have. So, NiziU is all Japanese, I think. Okay. It just says is Japanese, so I just I am reading off a prompt here. So, if they are all Japanese, it makes sense. But I just thought I reiterate that. But very nice. Okay, well let's get into Maya next. Thank you, University.
안녕, 나는 마야야. 다들 내가 되게 얌전하다고 생각하는데 사실 감정 표현도 너무 많고 엄청 밝아. 웃는 걸 너무 좋아하고 멤버들을 웃게 하는 것도 너무 좋아. 반달는 웃음이 나의 매력 포인트야. 나만의 감성을 느끼는 게 그게 바로 나의 스타일. 베이킹도 나의 취미야. 제일
nice.
잘 쓰는 것은 소금빵. 언젠가
Oh, that was like
만들어줄게. 우리
delish.
집에는 나의 소중한 작품 포장도 있어. 하얀 양말도 신고 있고 너무 귀엽지? 나는 홈 트레이닝도 열심히 하는 편이야. 칠하고 매력하니까 나를 앞으로도 잘 부탁해.
Okay, listen, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. That looks insane. I don't know if she made these though. That's the question. If she made it, that makes it all the more impressive. But yeah, Maya's fun. I like her. I like the dog. Man, I'm curious how many members of NiziU has dogs. I wonder if they're like more dogs group or not. Don't make me hungry. Coco Cookie is quaking. Quaking, excuse me. I'm feeling hungry now. Oh my god. Yeah, those looked insane. I didn't want to keep it on for too long because it's funny. But yeah, I am curious how many. I'm curious how many members of NiziU have dogs. I'm gonna have to find out. We're like two members have dogs now, so we'll see. We will see. But very nice. This is Riku next. Was born in 2002. She is a lead vocalist and also appeared in Stray Kids Backdoor MV. All right, cool. Let's get Riku then.
안녕, 난 리크야. 그냥 리크라고 불러도 되고 멤버들은 쿠짱이나 쿠라고 부르기도 해서 자유롭게 불러줘. 나는 재밌는 건 다 하고 싶고 사람들이랑 노는 걸 너무 좋아해. 그리고 노래 부르는 것도 듣는 것도 좋아하는데 요즘은 발라드를 들으면서 자고 있어. 내 매력은 웃는 모습이라고 생각해. 그룹에서 네 번째로 언니지만 사람들은 제일 막내 같다고 자주 하는데 그렇게 보이나? 밤에 침대에 들어가서 애니메이션 보는 시간이 제일 행복해. 앞으로 잘 부탁해. 바이.
There you go. Very nice. All right, this was Riku. Every time I think about that name, all I think of is of Kingdom Hearts now. I just can't unhear it. So, very nice. Oh, thank you. Cool. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got next on the list here. Let's see. NiziU Project is 2020 reality competition show jointly produced with JYP and Sony Music Entertainment in Japan, aimed at creating a Japanese girl group, NiziU. Okay. She looks like Lisi from Wua. I mean I also by that I also mean super cute. She's a really good singer. Okay, I'm very excited. Again, getting to familiarize myself with these members has been a very cool task. So, very nice. The next one is Ayaka, I think. She is also born, or she was born in 2003. She is a vocalist and is the visual. She dropped out of high school so she could participate in the NiziU project. She also appeared in Stray Kids Backdoor MV. Very nice. Wow. Okay, so very interesting. Let's keep it going. This is unique. Stay in school, kids.
안녕, 나는 아야카라고 해. 별명은 나무늘보. 얼굴만 닮았다고 생각했는데 말투, 행동도 닮은 것 같아. 팬분들한테 아야카 히메라고 불리고 있는데 부끄러워. 나는 카메라로 사진 찍는 게 좋아. 멤버들을 찍어주는 것도 내가 찍히는 것도 좋아해. 그리고 산책하는 것도 좋아. 제일 좋아하는 건 멤버들이랑 웃고 있을 때. 우리 멤버들 진짜 웃겨. 우리 앞으로 자주 보자.
Very nice. Okay, Ayaka. I had it correct. We can't be promoting dropping out of school. That is true. Do not, if you're in school, don't drop out of school to join a Japanese J-pop group. I mean, hey, if that happens, you know, consult your guardian. That's all I'm gonna say. This is cool. I did think it was funny that that the one mention of like, what is one activity you like doing? I like taking a stroll. I thought that was, I don't know if that's, I mean, hey, whatever. To each their own, I guess. University. Oh wait. Universities say, do they promote in Japan or globally? And Kaylee says, why can't I? Hey, listen, Kaylee, I'm not stopping you. You can do it, but consult your parent or guardian. Something like XG. That's fair. Something like XG kind of does that too. Sarah says, that's so Victorian aristocracy coded. My hobby is walking. That's why I was like, man, her hobby is taking a walk. That is like, I mean, if you're making walking your living, then I mean maybe, but I don't know. Maybe she didn't have something else. I don't know. I mean, a nice walk is wonderful. Listen, I'm not saying, this is no knock against a nice walk. I'm saying a walk is great, but I feel like if you're making walking a hobby, that seems pretty interesting. Sarah says it's a good hobby, but not something you think of now. That's what I was gonna say. That's Gunky says, I mean, speed walking is an Olympic sport. Listen, this is no diss to Ayaka. I just have never heard that in commonplace speak. I was just shocked that she would say walking is her passion, you know? So very interesting. All right. This is Mayuka's next. Was born in 2003. She is lead rapper and vocalist and also appeared in Stray Kids Backdoor MV. No, it said long walks along the beat. Brandon is speedwalking K-pop groups. Listen, I am speedwalking K-pop groups. That's accurate. Listen, I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. So I love that. Anyway, this is Mayuka. Let's get into her.
안녕, 난 마유카야. 다들 날 마유카, 마유짱이라고 불러. 엄청 어렸을 때부터 피아노를 좋아하고 피아노를 치는 게 너무 재밌어. 고양이를 너무 좋아해서 무슨 캐릭터 이렇게 하던 내가 직접 디자인했어. 그리고 본가에도 고양이가 두 마리 있는데 사진 보여줄게. 어때? 진짜 귀엽지? 볼 때마다 너무 행복한 내 가족들이야. 요즘에는 다양한 머리색이랑 메이크업을 시도해보면서 뭐가 제일 잘 어울리는지 찾고 있는데 나는 보라색 머리를 했을 때가 제일 마음에 들었어. 앞으로 잘 부탁해.
Listen, I just want to say Mayuka is high up on the list only for 3 reasons. 1, loves cats. 2, plays piano. And 3, she is main rapper. So those are collectively, those are 3 things that I enjoy. So I feel like this is Mayuka is mine, you know. Kaylee says 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat. Fair. Also accurate. Valid. Lead rapper, that's true. Sorry. She doesn't like walking. That is true. That does take it down a few points, honestly. But yeah, she was cool. Oh yeah, I gotta go back to her cats though. Oh my god. Look at this photo. Oh my god. This one in the bottom left. Oh, so cute. She's got very cute cats. Hate strolling confirmed. She may like she wait. Well, she may like walking, but she likes cats more. Hey, that's fair. To be fair, she raps as much as the main rapper Rima. Okay. Yeah, adorable. A precious. We love to see it. Cat stand here. I'm about it. Ayuka salutes. All right. Very cool. Speaking about rappers, Rima was born in 2004. She is main rapper and vocalist. She was a JYP training for 7 months before joining the NiziU project. Can speak Japanese, English, and Korean fluently. Wow, holy shit. Her mother is Nakabashi Bayashi Miwa, and her father is Zebra, a famous Japanese rapper and DJ who used to be a part of the hip-hop group King Ghidra. She also appeared in Stray Kids' Backdoor MV. Very nice. Wow, holy shit. Kudos. I wonder if she's the Japanese American one or not. We'll find out. But anyway, very cool. Let's check out Rima next. No? Okay. Must be the last one then.
안녕, 난 리마라고 해. 난 그룹에서 랩을 담당하고 있어. 내가 제일 좋아하는 음식은 면 요리야. 리마가 있으면 면 요리는 절대 빠질 수 없어. 셀프 메이크업을 좋아하고 꾸미는 것도 좋아해. 난 랩을 좋아하고 또 조금 잘하는 것 같아. 들어볼래?
Are you looking for the girl with the flow in this area? I got what you want, what you need is my carrier. I am the opal queen that you asked for. Hey, I'm just a genie coming for more my reward. I like you like 90-90, got the power to make you happy. Hear the last beat drop and move. If you understand the groove, stand the groove. Yeah.
언제나 즐겁게 해줄게. 이따 봐.
She's got a good flow. I'll give it. She's got Harvey vibes. I could see that. Carrier? It would have been better. Again, I'm not here to critique, but I thought she said career, but it's just carrier. Sarah says Rima said stand the group, so now we must do. That's true. She did say it, so say it back, you know. She was cool. I'm very excited to see Mayuka and Rima. I feel like they're calling my name, you know. So I like it. She is Alex's bias in the group. I could see that for sure. All right, very cool. We will keep it moving. We have Mihi next. She is born in 2004. She is lead vocalist and lead dancer. Holy shit. She was a JYP trainee for 7 months before joining the NiziU project. She was selected for the group. JY Poppy told her to eat more because she was too skinny. Gunky says he was surprised by this because you don't usually hear about an idol being told they're too skinny. Also, she appeared in Stray Kids' God's Menu MV. Gunky says this is his bias, and watching NiziU project played a big part in that. Very nice. Okay, Nina's the one that's the Japanese American. Okay, very nice. All right, let's get into, I think it's Mihi. Hopefully that's correct, but we will check it out.
하나, 둘, 셋. 안녕. 내 이름은 미희. 미희라는 이름이 어려우면 희라고 불러줘. 내 특기가 있는데 그건 바로 자는 거. 3초만 있으면 어디서든 잘 수 있어. 대단하지? 나는 귀여운 거를 너무 좋아해서 키링이나 머리핀을 엄청 많이 갖고 있어. 너에게만 보여줄게. 주변 사람들이 토끼를 닮았다고 자주 말해주거든. 어때? 닮았어? 어렸을 때부터 귀엽다라는 소리를 많이 들어서 언젠가 나도 예쁘고 멋진 언니가 되고 싶어. 그러면 이따 봐. 안녕.
All right. This is me. Very nice. Sarah says sleeping sitting up is a talent for real. I agree. I cannot fall asleep like that, but I will say if I am sleeping in my bed, you know I can fall asleep pretty quickly. So I feel like we have that in common, and I can relate. I can relate. So she was cool. The comment on her looking like a bunny, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that's I don't know. I don't know how to take that one. Like, I don't feel like she looks like a bunny, obviously, but maybe it's good luck or something. But she has a little bunny nose. That's true. Okay. I'm starting to piecemeal it together. So, if I fall asleep sitting up, it destroys my neck. I was gonna say my neck, my big ass head. That'd be crazy. But she was cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to see her vocal talent since she's lead vocalist. So she's got to be up there. She's got to be chef's kiss, which I feel like she is. So, very cool. All right. We are getting into the final member. It is Nina. She is the Japanese American born in 2005 in Seattle, Washington. She is a main vocalist. She can speak Japanese, Korean, English, and French. And then she also appeared in Stray Kids' Backdoor music video. Very nice. All right. Let's get into Nina then.
안녕, 난 니나라고 해. 내 최고 매력은 목소리야. 어렸을 때부터 쭉 음악을 좋아했어. Music is my life. 쉬는 날에도 하루 종일 계속 노래 연습을 해. 기타도 치고 고음부터 감성 꽉 채운 발라드까지 불러. 난 강아지도 키워. 두 마리, 모찌랑 키났고 너무 귀엽지?
Alright, so
우리 니즈 언니들은 나를
another dog
강아지라고
lover.
생각해. 너무 좋아해서 강아지가 돼버렸나? 어때? 나에게 반했니? 또 만나. 안녕.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's maybe again how it's shot, but I feel like Nina is tall. Like, am I wrong? Like she looks tall. I don't know. Nina does look tall. That's what I was gonna say. She looks tall. I don't know if it's her shoes or whatever, but that was like the first thing I noticed was like, damn, she's tall. Nina was the last member to be selected for the group. Very nice. Very nice. I was a little interested. This maybe is just me picking up on it, but like her English is so interesting because like I don't know if whether or not she's just doing it for the video or not, but I'm curious if whether or not her voice is like in that register, like as she talks in English, you know what I mean? Because she is from Seattle, Washington. So I'm curious if like her English voice is like if she's pitching her voice up to sound like more cute with her vocals, like just her normal talking voice. But I don't know. That's just maybe just I'll have to check out like interviews with her because I'm very curious if that is like a thing or if it's just like her voice is just at a higher register. Because that was like another thing that I noticed, and it's not. I mean, these aren't negatives. It's just interesting because I don't really get to appear in a looking glass like that. But Sarah says, I'm like those of them with white jeans kicking in with that height. Gunky says, I think she's one of the taller members. Yeah, she looks tall, so I'm not really surprised. Kaylee says, unrelated, they have a campus branded notebook in these, and I've always wanted some. Kaylee says, I mean, Japanese has a lot of their higher tones in it, so that could be why. That is true. I know different tones for other. I know I have different tones for other languages. Okay. It sounded like she was using the tone of voice she'd use for Japanese for her English as well. That's what I did notice. So I'm glad I wasn't the only one who noticed that. That I didn't want to sound like rude or racist, so I wanted to clarify that. So, okay, very cool. Okay, Ayaka is the tallest, 5'6". But listen, we could all agree she looks like, okay, Nina is 5'5". That's crazy. She definitely looks taller than 5'6". Like, Nina looks taller than 5'5" too. She's super proportioned. She's proportioned super tall. I don't, like I said, it could be just the angle it was shot at, but she looks tall, you know? So, hey, it is what it is. The thing behind her is short. Anyway, we are really picking up the weeds here, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, cool. Well, now we're getting into actual music, which I'm stoked about. We spent about 30 minutes getting to know them. So, very cool. University says she's in a kid's classroom. That is also true as well. So, who knows? We've got the answer, but it looks mind playing tricks on all of us tonight. So, springtime is for the weeds. Oh, that's true. I don't know why I said I read it as weebs, but also probably could be accurate too. But the first one we're going to be checking out is Make You Happy. This is the title track of their pre-debut mini album, Make You Happy. It is also the first full-length album, You. It was released on June 30th of 2020. This song was first performed on NiziU project as a part of their team competition. This song is about wanting to make your partner feel happy and bring their smile to their face when they are feeling down. The lyrics express the desire to give something special to your loved ones and finding that the thing that will make them happy. The chorus emphasizes the lyrics, "Oh, I just want to make you happy. I want to make you laugh" as the ultimate goal. Very nice, very nice. All right, cool. I read it as week. Springtime is for the week. We all read it wrong. It's okay. Our reading is comprehension is insane. Gunky says this MV will give you the opportunity to see and hear JY Poppy, whether you like it or not. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's get into Make You Happy. Yep.
do not BIC I'm so hot no goodbye baby goodbye Tell me that ooh ah 관심 me do not BIC I'm so hot no goodbye baby goodbye 君がくれる安心寄り添って休めるための場所光が満ちて for you いつだって夢見てるの一緒完全 sweet なメロディー本当に癒してくるストーリー Put it on repeat 聞いてずっとずっと You're my favorite song Ooh I just wanna make you happy もう笑ってほしい忘れちゃった笑顔も大丈夫ちゃんと取り戻してその笑顔見てる時ほんと幸せ What do you want? What do you need? Anything, everything You tell me
Oh my god, not the JYP whisper. Oh, love to see it. All right, this is NiziU, Make You Happy if you're hanging out. Very nice. Appreciate it, Gunky, for doing the deep dive. We love to see it. Some comments here. Jazz says all those references. OMG. Sarah says all the JYP shouts are so good. I don't often say this. I wish that the final chorus had a key change. Ooh, I might agree with that. JYP whisper. Yep. University says, are they around 20 here? They look 15 years old. Kaylee says, I don't mind the song. IDK feels like it's missing something in it to me. The youngest would have been 15. And then No Santa says, has a ton of views compared to the rest of their discography. Which it looks like Gunky commented and said it came out right after the survival show. So, okay. I have had a little time to collect my thoughts on the song. I do like this song a lot. I would care to agree with both Sarah and Kaylee in chat. I think that the melody choice is good. I will say, like, to counteract, I don't want to say it's a negative opinion, but like to counteract my opinion on it, I will say that like the infectiousness of this song is really good. I think there is a like overall catchiness that I really enjoy about the song that I think does a really great job of flourishing all of the members of this group. And they all have their own like unique cutesy approach to it that I really like. But I do feel like there maybe is something a little bit missing to some degree. Like I do agree with Kaylee that like there's definitely moments of the song where I was just like, ooh, you know, I'm bobbing my head, it feels good, like, you know, it gives me that positive energy. But I feel like there might have been something that was missing. Like I kind of got a little taste of it with that like bridge section. I like that they basically highlighted all of the rappers in the group, which I thought was really impressive. I did feel like everyone kind of had, just because of the way that I guess it was set up, it feels like everyone's like a little bit, like everyone got a little piece of the pie essentially, which isn't a bad thing, but I would have really liked if they kind of like split it up and broke it off in the song a little bit more. I thought that would have been a little bit more cleaner in my opinion. But other than that, like I said, I don't think that this is a particularly a bad song. I really enjoyed it a lot. I just think that there's like, it's just missing just a little bit to push it over to me, have it be like, oh wow, this is like a really great like pre-debut song that I'm like, oh shit, this is good. So like I said, not bad, but not like blow my socks off, you know what I mean? So really, really interesting start. I'm curious to see, because I have listened to some NiziU's tracks already. So, and I haven't listened to them since, so I'm curious to see if my opinion has changed on some of them. But yeah, overall, not a bad start by any stretch. So very nice. We are moving on to the second one, which is Beyond the Rainbow. This is a B-side from the NiziU pre-debut mini album, Make You Happy. This song was first performed on the Nizi project as a part of the team competitions. This song carries a message of empowerment, self-expression, and embracing one's individuality. It encourages listeners to pursue their dreams, overcome obstacles, and create their own path of happiness and fulfillment. I feel that. That's one of the reasons why I had done YouTube. So feel that with all my heart. So really love that. we're gonna move on to the next one, which is Beyond the Rainbow. So check it out.
Hello, are you having fun? 난다가서로 두르고 나요 둘이 여쓰기 nice smile okay 내 코너 아주 도스루 말하지 간 하야시 Stand up in my car 고생 싫다만 What 하지 매ての刺激が欲しいの小さな自分のハート時々だ悩んで Hey 気をかけようとするけど Don't be afraid It's way too low 楽しまなくちゃ元気になるプレイリストシャッフルしてお気に入り虹の向こう夢を見なくちゃ好きなことだって選んで Die to freedom yeah 心のままに飾り付けたら上昇パラダイス変えられるのは自分だけでしょ最上パラダイス I know you know 考えたく
Oh,
ない
that is a clean drum fill.
勝手に辛いあいつのせいだったらそんな恋はヘビー Stand up もしものでも Let's go Why このままじゃいつも同じ位置小さな自分の heart 傷ついて泣いても後悔だけはしないよ Don't lose
I like that voice effect in the pre-chorus. Cool.
初めてのステージきらめいて眩しいよ虹の向こう並んで歩こう弾けて Amazing 偽らない Die to one
Thank you, Sarah.
楽しめなくちゃ意味がないから衝動パラダイス踊る鼓動が君の女さやっとパラダイス一度しかないのなら無駄にできないわ What do you want まだ見えない可能性は私が探すの Hello, are you having fun?
Ooh.
Hey, come on now Yeah, doki doki don't know Hello, are you having fun? Hey, come on now Yeah, doki doki don't know It's way too low 楽しまなくちゃ元気になるプレイリストシャッフルしてお気に入り虹の向こう夢を見なくちゃ好きなことだけ選んで Die to freedom yeah 心のままに飾り付けたら上昇パラダイス変えられるのは自分だけでしょ上昇パラダイス
All right. Very cool. This was NiziU's Beyond the Rainbow. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Wow, what a juxtaposition between their pre-debut song and this one. Wow, this was great. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think I don't want to say infinitely more than Make You Happy. I really enjoyed that song, but this one just felt more dialed in, and I love that. In the vocal parts, like I loved a lot of the vocals. Like I think they spaced them out so much better in this song, and it feels like more dynamically pleasing. Not only I think for the amount of vocals that are in the song, but also like the instrumentation feels very more. I think it feels more appropriate to what they're doing, and I love that. I love those like really razory synths and like the way that they kind of incorporated this like insane like drum section. I thought that was awesome. Shout outs to whoever did the production for this. They did a fantastic job. It just feels really dynamic, and I really like that. I think No Sano pointed it out. I really liked like the usage of their lighting in this. It feels very bold, it feels very vibrant, and I think it works well with obviously their song being about Beyond the Rainbow. I think they did a great job of incorporating that into the choreography and obviously the visualization that you see. So really like that a lot. I also enjoyed like the dynamic builds. I think they did a great job more specifically in that chorus, pre-chorus to chorus build. I think that build in was so good, and it just felt more punchy, and it really kind of, and then you feel like you get to the top of the peak once you get to that chorus, and I think that that's incredible. So they did a great job of that. I love the chorus a lot. I think it's got a really infectious sort of feel to it. It almost gives me shades of, and again, I know they're also in JYP, but it gives me shades of Twice, like especially like the way that they had like the call and response with like with the ensemble vocals in the chorus. It feels very, I don't know why, it feels very Twice to me, and that is a huge compliment because again, I love Twice. But it is very cool. I think they did a great job of spacing that out a ton. And then in that bridge, I like that they had, again, like the rapper section. I don't know if that's going to be exclusively just for NiziU, if they wind up kind of, again, breaking it off. But I feel like the dynamics of having it in the bridge is always fun. So I like that as well, too. But overall, I want to... I feel so bad because I did like Make You Happy, but this one was definitely better, in my opinion. So great job, Gunky. Thanks for including it. Noah Santa says this was a lot better. I might care to agree with you guys. Gunky says the foot stomps actually enhance the song. I will say I was not as bothered. Normally there's some MVs where, especially like performance wise, where I'm like, ooh, you know, but this one wasn't. This one was actually, it worked out super well. It felt like the energy was there, and you could tell. And also choreography was really sick. I like that the one section where they had like the rap part and then like basically broke off into two groups. I thought that was really incredible. And then reforming them, I thought was unique as well too. So great job. This was definitely a step up in my opinion. So speaking about stepping up, the next song is Step and a Step. This is their debut single, and it was released on December 2nd of 2020. And this is also their first full-length album, You. The song is described as a song with a warm message to give people all over the world who are having a hard time in 2020, which y'all know. This song's main theme surrounded the statement of it's okay if you go slowly, step by step at your own pace. Mihi was absent from a majority of the music video due to health reasons. She went on hiatus. Oof. And Kaki says, I like NiziU's chore. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Well, let's get into Step and a Step next. Oh, choreo. I was like, sure. I was like, sure. I like that post chorus. Logos are cool. Another great pre-chorus.
して済ませば見えてくるよ Don't get lost, so don't worry 信じて victory 君なら you'll be okay Just because 誰も見ない君だけの未来いつだって never too late Okay 一歩ずつでもいい進め Are you ready 楽だけの近道はなくていい自分だけの手で作るんだ明日をいつかは笑顔輝けるよ今も Step in a step 私は私で Step in a step 私だけの形で回り道でいい自分のペースでいい笑っていく好きになる Just believe yourself Everything will be fine Be fine Everything will be okay Be okay Everything will be fine Be fine Everything will be okay Be okay
The visuals on this MV were awesome too. Shout outs to the team for doing that. But this was NiziU's Step and a Step if you're hanging out for our NiziU deep dive. Very nice. Let's see, we got a little commentary here. Uni says, yeah, I like their choreo and put out a lot of great performance videos. Very nice, very nice. Gunky says, this song doesn't do much for me except for the rap. Sarah says, among other things I like about the song, the vocals are incredible. Any tuning used, not stylistically, was incredibly light, and they sound so natural and great. I would agree. I think the way that they stylized their vocals were really nice. I don't think there is a whole lot of tuning going on, and if it is, it's very minuscule, which is I think really incredible, and again shows off their diversity as a group. I think this is good. Like, it's not, again, all of these songs that we have heard so far, I just like, other than Beyond the Rainbow, I really enjoyed that one a lot. I think this one is like very middle of the road for me. It's not like that it's a bad thing, but the thing that kind of holds this song down for me a little bit is that, like, Gunky had put in the notes that they were incredible singers. And obviously I feel like when you put that in that mind space or in that perspective, you're like expecting them to have like really great vocals, right? And that's not to discredit them at all. They're incredible vocalists, but I do feel like the one thing that would have been, I think, really excellent about this song is if they had like really done like some great like vocal ad libs at the end and really kind of popped off. I think that would have really, that I think not only I think would have done well for the song, but I think it would also highlight their skills more, right? If you know they're incredible vocalists, if you know that it feels really right, like, it would have made more sense, I think, sonically in my head of like, that would have been really cool to hear. But that's my only, that I think would have been my only critique. I think it would have just had a little bit more punch to it. I also felt like, I agree with No Santa. I feel like the melody was very interesting. It's not like your atypical melody, so I think maybe that's probably why I like was a little bit off, and I would imagine probably some people in chat maybe thought it was a little off, but overall I thought this one was solid. Like I said, nothing crazy, but I feel like there is stuff in the tank that they could be utilizing more and really pushing the song, because I think there is a lot of talent certainly within this group, and knowing some of the songs that come after this, I feel as though there could be a little bit more, could be a little bit more vibes. But that's my opinion. I do agree the rap in the song was incredible. I really, really enjoyed it. So, Kala, thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. You're never too late. You can always come hang out. You're welcome in anytime. Kaylee says, I don't mind it again, but nothing special to me. It feels like the song is not at the same level as them, like it's limiting their own sound. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're I feel like you're almost instinctually hoping that they're gonna push the boundaries a little bit more. So I'm curious when they find. I'm curious to again when that footing. I know the footing is found. It's just about getting that next step. But Sarah says I really think it blends the J-pop style and trends well with Korean production and techniques. I would agree with that. I do. Like I said, I don't listen to I don't listen to a plethora of J-pop, so that's maybe a little bit on my behalf as well. Like, you know, so I probably should listen to some more J-pop. But I could see that. I could absolutely see that, especially production techniques, and I can definitely hear that in terms of the stylization. And again, they're on JYP, so I feel that makes sense too. But Gunky says NiziU does a great job in mixing J-pop and K-pop in their songs. I was gonna say we'll get you those J-pop suggestions. Don't worry. Thank you. I'll take any and all new music. We'd love to see it. But very cool. We are on a roll here. We have track number 4, which is Poppin' and Shakin'. This is the first title track on Take a Picture / Poppin' and Shakin' EP. It also is their first full-length album after You. This is used in a collaboration commercial with SoftBank and NiziU Lab. Poppin' and Shakin' is NiziU Lab's official theme song, and MV could be viewed in VR. Holy shit. AR, augmented reality, and free viewpoint reality. Wild. This song conveys a message of joy, positivity, and unity. It encourages listeners to embrace a new world full of excitement and happiness. The lyrics express the idea of spreading light and creating a dazzling atmosphere by eliminating negative thoughts and replacing them with vibrant and energetic spirit. To Gunky, this is where the music starts getting a lot better. Okay. That is crazy that they did it in VR, AR, and FR. That's wild. Holy shit. Okay. If I had a VR headset, I think that would be cool. But AR sounds wild too. So if any of y'all have tried this, let me know. I'm curious. It is pretty cool though. I agree. So, all right, well, let's get into Poppin' and Shakin'. I'm curious what this is going to sound like. I haven't listened to this one. So.
Hey look ここにいるよいつでも Showtime 楽しい世界見せるよ君の憂鬱なフェイスため息のバルーンパップさせようよ
Oh, that is nice. They pitch it down. Yeah, they're singing that part flat. Huh. This is a great chorus, though. I like it. This is what I'm talking about. I heard a little bit of that pop off in the back. Nice. I like how they need you. Very nice. Very cool. All right. This was NiziU's Poppin' and Shakin'. You're hanging out. Gunky says Triple S must have listened to this song before their debut. Sarah says this song is 12 out of 10. Thank you so much. Jazz says this one was fun. I liked it. Kelly says, see, now this one feels a full complete song. Pretty good. I was gonna say the chorus is popping. No, it says, all right, it's taking a second, but I'm getting it out. It's starting to cook. I feel like for me, we're cooking with gas now. You know what I mean? Like the musicality has matched the vocal abilities, and you love to see it. I thought this was great. I really love the chorus of the song. I think it's very infectious. And feels like one of their strongest songs to date. I mean, obviously, I know some of their other songs in the playlist, but I think overall it was definitely way more along the lines of what I was looking for. I also really like the pre-chorus of this song. At first, I didn't know if I liked it as much, but come second go around, I really, really love the pre-chorus as well. I also think that it's incredibly interesting that that they decided to do like the vocal melody but hit a flat note in that pre-chorus. I think that's so interesting. Like, it feels off when you first listen to it, but then once you get around to the second pre-chorus, you're like, wait a second, they're actually doing it intentionally. I think that was very interesting. That is a risky move in my opinion, because singing a song flat, I think, or singing a song like that and intentionally singing it flat, I think is really difficult. So very, very big kudos to both members who were doing the pre-chorus in this song, because they have to have that type of mental skill to do that. So kudos to them. But I was gonna say the flatness was good. I want to make that candidly clear that I thought the flatness was great. I think it was well needed in this song. But I liked it. Very major key, very bright, very light. The synth choice was great too. I think like the way that they, again, including that bass synth, I think gives this sort of great fullness to the track. As I mentioned before, I love that they popped off in that final chorus. There was like a lot of great moments for them to have like a great vocal spotlight at the end of the song, and I think they did a great job. If I'm not mistaken, I would maybe guess it was Nina that was doing like the vocal ad-libs and pop-offs at the end. Gunky can confirm or deny if I'm correct on that. But yeah, I think this is great. We're rolling down. We're getting into the good shit. So I'm feeling it. Feel confident. But yeah, this was excellent. This is a great, very, very good singer. Okay, yes, it is Nina. All right, perfect. Yeah, she's great. All right. So the next one is Take a Picture. This is the second title track off of Take a Picture / Poppin' and Shakin' EP. It's also on their first full-length You. This song was used in NiziU's collaboration commercial with Coca-Cola Japan. All right, flex. This song conveys a message of cherishing and capturing precious moments in a relationship. The lyrics express a desire to create lasting memories by taking pictures together, symbolizing the act of freezing those special moments in time. And this is one of Gunky's favorite songs. Very nice, very nice. No Santa says the random bass hits were taking me out for a bit. Hey, fair, 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 fair. And No Santa says this is a Asobo waiting room for me. Oh man. Okay. Very nice. All right. Let's get into take a picture then. The camera sounds. Oh no. I'm dying from the camera sounds. Oh, okay. That's an interesting pan. Huh. Oh, okay. This chorus is great.
Take a pic, keep a merry-go-round. Everything we do, flashlight, tight the hell, let it pop.
The 808, that was interesting.
Never worry and believe me, I won't leave you lonely.
Oh, that was cute. All right, this is NiziU's Take a Picture. I feel like I got to go back to the where they're all together here in this shot. So very nice, very nice, very nice. I thought this was great. This was also another one I really enjoyed a lot. I know Gunky was gonna make a comment about the camera sounds are in the studio version before you ask. I do like that. That is the one okay, there's probably other instances, but I will say on record, I think this is one of the instances where I actually like the camera sounds because, again, the song's about taking a picture. I feel like you gotta have like camera sounds in the not only the MV, but I feel like you gotta have it in the song. You know, not that if it didn't have it, it's not gonna drive the point home with the song, but I do feel like it adds that little extra bit of immersion that feels nice. Um, Man, I thought this was so like bright. That's probably about the best one of the best adjectives I could use to describe it. It just feels very. It feels. I don't want to say summery because it's not really a summer song, but like it just feels very light. It feels very fun, and I just like it a lot. I think again the major tones that they use, they do a great job of utilizing it. And I feel like again it is just because of their fun, lighthearted nature. I feel like that rings true about their musicality, so I love it. I have to say that chorus is phenomenal. I I really like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first because I don't know if chat saw my face in first chorus or they were too busy making fun of me that I was choking on camera. But I feel like the chorus was like I was like unsure about it at first, but then I love how it kind of continues on and you get like this really really fun like dynamic range in the chorus. And like I think that the way that they say like wanna just feels very like it just feels very like like perfect. And so I love that a lot. And I agree with Gunky's comments before and even reading it on the PDF is like you feel very happy. Like it brings you joy. And so I feel like they are able to encapsulate that so well. Nina did a fantastic job. I feel like she's the pop off queen in NiziU, so I'm not really surprised. I feel like I got to give her props as well. But I also really liked Rikyu. I think she sounded really good, and I obviously saw her in a few different parts, but like her vocals are really cool. I think Rima is fantastic. She's got such a fun, like dynamic rap tone. And also Mayuka. I feel like they're quite the dynamic duo. So I love that a ton. I think they both play very well and very synergistically together. So enjoy that a ton. But they were all great. Again, I don't obviously pointing out members I really kind of felt more attached to, but I think overall they all had like a really unique. They all had a really unique section of their songs or, parts of the song respectively. And I think they do a really great job of, again, showing that off super well. So very nice, very nice. Notice Anna says, I love how melodic the pre-chorus is. I agree. And rappers keeping snare drummers employed. That's also fair. Gunky says, this is an example of a song that just makes you happy. I agree. And I like that count in. I thought that was really fun too. Uni says this choreo is so good. The picture frame hand movements, the amount of members dancing, lining up with the numbers being counted, so fun. I couldn't agree with you more. So, and Sarah says in all caps, I love this so much. We love to see it. So, very cool, very cool. We are keeping it going down the line. I Am is the next one. This is a B-side from Take a Picture / Poppin' and Shaking EP. It is also their first on their first full-length album, You. This song celebrates self-acceptance and embracing one's authentic self. The lyric conveys a strong message of self-confidence, encouraging listeners to be true to who they are, regardless of others' opinions or societal expectations. Very nice, very nice. Kala says huge bonus points for having names in MVs. I also like that a lot too. We also did like individual videos for each member as well. Kala, you'll have to check that out once this goes live. But Gunky says I like the choreo in this I Am video. Okay, very nice. All right, let's go get into it then.
I like to be who I am. Someone like me. I like to be who I am. どこにいても I like to be who I am. Someone like me. I like to be who I am. I am
I like that 808s are meshing up with that like band, marching band. Okay. All right. Very interesting. All right, this is NiziU's I Am. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Uh just reading No Santa's comments, and this is great. Where are we? And Sarah says metaphorically, physically, or in the playlist. What Kaylee asks, what's your answer to all of them? No Santa says, I'm not super musical, but the chorus is in unrelated key. It sounded off. I think you might be onto something, No Santa. And Gunky says this song is a little all over the place at times. LOL. I think this is interesting. I don't have a positive or negative opinion on this. I feel very Switzerland about this song. Like, to me it's interesting, right? Like, the first half of the song feels like very marching band-esque, feels very really dynamic in a unique way. The only thing that I can think of, and this is such a dumb commentary on it, but for whatever reason, it reminded me of like High School Musical, and I don't know if whether I like it or not in that capacity, but it felt very. Maybe it's just because of the choreo and like watching it, it felt like that, and my brain was going through what association makes sense. So maybe that's just my prerogative on that. I don't know if anybody else sees that or not, but and then the chorus is so interesting, and I think dynamically shifts the song more, and I'm like really confused at that point. And then we had the rap section from, I believe it was Rima, and I'm just like even more confused. And then Mayuko came out, and I was even more confused after that, because then it goes into this like 808 like trap beat, and then it goes back to it goes back to the like the marching band esque thing with like the horns and like the drumming and all that sort of stuff, and then you go again to that. So I'm a little lost. I feel like that's probably the best way to kind of put this song together. Like I said, all of the elements on their own individually, I thought were great. I think collectively as a song, it just feels like we threw 3 or 4 different songs in a blender and we hit blend, and like there's still chunks in my smoothie that I can't quite figure out. So I don't know. Like I said, very confused about this song. I think I enjoyed a lot of the elements of the song individually, but I don't know if it really comes together as a complete package. Now, again, if this is your favorite NiziU song, I absolutely get that. Respect to your choice. You know what I mean? There's just no disrespect to any NiziU fans that love this song. I just don't. This is not for me, and that is fine. I can admit that there probably are going to be songs that are not tailored to me, and I'm okay with that. So, let's see. Jazz says, I'm not a fan of this one. Hey, that's fair. No Santa says, I think this is the first song. I love the verse and the pre-chorus, but not the chorus. Fair enough. And I like how how Sarah answered. It was boys playing at home, and I am. And Jazz says, Boys Planet, wonder what that is, question mark. No Santa says, sounds like a terrible place. And he says, not my fave, but I do like this one. Ooh, okay. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Uniques, I think if I could pin this to one adjective, I think this was unique. Take it for how you will. I do not think it is a bad song, but I think it was an interesting one. So we shall keep it moving before I bite my tongue and say something that isn't good. But the next one is Super Summer. This is a digital single. It's also on their first full-length album, You, used as a background track in NiziU's second collaboration commercial with Coca-Cola Japan. This song celebrates the joy and excitement of the summer season. Lyrics are filled with references to the vibrant, energetic nature of summer, with the members expressing their anticipation for the season and their desire to embrace its festivities. Gunky says, pay attention to the last part of the choreo of Super Summer. It's pretty creative. Ooh, okay, I will. Very nice. All right, let's get into Super Summer next.
Are you ready? Let's go. Vivid in the sky. It's just so bright. 夏って感じ. I feel so hot. Yeah. 地球がまとったから Let me be free. 深呼吸して果てしてしろ。青い海でイルカと泳いでみたい。カラフルな魚たち追いかけて新しいチャレンジ。So excited. Let's enjoy our summer. It's worth the wait. 巡り合う。
Ooh, okay.
楽しみ。太陽の光をウィンクしちゃう。じりじりと焼けそう。This is a super summer. Super super summer. Super summer. Super super summer. 宇宙になって描いていく世界。Super summer. Super super summer. Try something new.
Aw, that was very cute. I love it. All right, this was NiziU's Super Summer. If you're hanging out, very nice. Gunky says you won't offend me. The last song is not on my playlist. Well, neither is this one. Hey, listen, that's fair. Pay attention to the last part of the choreo in Super Summer. It's pretty creative. I was gonna say I did like that a lot. That was cool. I liked that they were like driving the boat essentially. Gunky says if you know Vacation Bible School is, this song sounds like it would be a part of. No, not VBS, bro. Dude, can't be bringing up VBS. No. Oh no. Cal says, "Is this the dance practice?" I didn't think it was until the shoe squeaks. I was gonna say that's true. Some bad driving at the end. That's fair. Hey, listen, it is what it is, you know. I absolutely see the VBS sound for sure. Oh my god. Wow, that changes my. I'm just kidding. It doesn't change my opinion about the song, but I thought this was great. I really enjoyed this. Listen, I think summer songs, to me, in my opinion, I feel like there are some that are bad, but I think it's like bad with charm, and I feel like this one is obviously not in that catalog, at least in my mind. But I feel like, generally speaking, I feel like summer songs are usually good. Maybe I might be making an over assertion on that a little bit, but I genuinely feel like most of the times I do really, really enjoy summer songs. And I feel like this one would, again, be in that catalog. I love the chorus of this song. I think the chorus is really incredible, super infectious, is giving very summer vibes, and especially with the choreography. I thought the choreo is really, really good in this song. I just like the formations and the way that they kind of like the movement in the song. I think they do a really good job. But like I said, I think like most summer songs, I think you can, if you have a remotely catchy chorus, I feel like there's always a very good chance that you can that you will enjoy it, and will be inevitably singing along to this song. So yeah, I think this is great. Like I said, I don't have any super crazy critiques about it. Again, choreo was cute, the song was great, and I think it does the job very well. So yeah, nothing too wild here. But Don't Santa says need some Veggie Tales on the playlist now. Kaylee says we should deep dive this. Oh god. Callie says, please, no, please. Gunky says, next Chaos Stream requesting VeggieTales song. Oh, God. And Callie says, I cannot listen to the Hairbrush song again. Oof. I can't either. If I'm being honest, Callie, too. So I feel like I'm in the same boat as you. So, oh, man. Getting flashbacks, but... All right, very cool. Super Summer is super good in my opinion. Like I said, I think it's hard to fuck up a summer song, and again, feels very much in that catalog of awesome summer music. So I have to keep this in mind. I'm gonna have to put it on the summer playlist for sure. All right, we are keeping it moving here. We are on to track number 8. This is the title track off their first full-length album, You. This song samples Chopsticks, a musical piece by Euphemia Allen, which is a simple, widely known waltz for the piano. The song's importance of unity, teamwork, and the need for support for one another. The lyrics use various metaphors to convey this idea, such as comparing the need for a second chopstick to the need for a partner in life, and the needs of both hands to clap. Very interesting. I have heard this. I do remember this. Udi says certified banger incoming. No, Santa said no, please. I have heard this. Out of all the pieces they could choose, what? Well, we're gonna check it out. Let's get into Chopstick. I think I remember my commentary about this song.
Like a chopstick, 一本じゃ掴めない Like a hand to clap, 一人じゃつまらない Like a wind to fly, 君としか飛べない One team, that's what we are. Teamwork, that's what we need. Pass this, then shoot rebound. Ball keeps moving around and round.
complete 自信がないけんコンピに低い位置は1でもゼロスーパーマンより君だけがマヒーロー夢の答え心の糧君とトークそれがジョブ最強のターゲットボディゲスト勝利してまたチャンピオン遂げたこの気持ちを笑顔にできますように全て見せてあげる私でも伝えきれるものかな Like a chopstick ほら一緒だったら Like a hand to clap 君と鳴らしたい一緒揃えてかけたい Like a wind to fly 一緒に飛べるかな That's what I need you I always wanna be with you 同じ気持ちでいて That's what I need you I always wanna be with you 同じ明日を見て
I remember this one. This was NiziU's Chopstick. If you're hanging out tonight, thanks for hanging. I'm gonna read a couple comments here, and then I will probably give my commentary. Everyone's saying, remember this, remember this. Kyle says, oh, interesting. Gunky says, at least this song is fun, at least. Nozana says, let the piano player play something more complicated than a toddler sing, please. Callus is trying to like the chorus. Gunky says, it's a grower for sure. This is like when you give a member a guitar in a live performance and they play two chords. I could see that. If my memory serves me correct, so I have heard this one. If my memory serves me correct, I think I was heavily on the fence about this song, and I would like to say that my opinions on this song have not changed. I am still heavily on the fence about the song. There's definitely a lot of elements that I like about the song, but it is very interesting. Kaylee says, yes, you were. I remember this stream now. Oh my god, yeah, I'm picking it up. It's crazy how I'll remember some things like this. But I remember being so heavily on the fence about this song because I was just like, I don't know if Chopsticks is like, I was like, I'm not sure if like Chopsticks really works for this song. But I think like what I took away from it and what I still take away about this song is that I think talent-wise, I think they're incredible. Like this song has like some really great melody choices that I think that in terms of vocals that they had chosen for this song, I think they did a fantastic job. Their vocals were really incredible. I will say that the pre-chorus of this song was phenomenal. I really do like the pre-chorus. I thought that was probably, at least in my opinion, a little bit of a saving grace in this song. I also really liked Rima's rap in this song, and I don't know if I pointed that out the last time, but I will say it again. Rima was incredible. I think she sounded awesome. And then followed up by Mayuka, I think was also great. Listen, they are the dynamic duo. I think they can put the team on the back a little bit, and I respect them for that. I kind of now in retrospective about the song, I feel like I can kind of mentally put the song in the same headspace that I did about Sticker from NCT. Like there's definitely elements that I like about the song, and there's some elements that I don't like about the song. But I think that there is a good mix of, I don't think it takes away from my listening experience. I think if anything, it's like this is one of those songs that if it came up on a playlist and I was listening to it, or is like came up on shuffle, like I wouldn't be complaining. You know what I mean? I would listen to it, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to go like vibe with this one, if that makes sense. So it is what it is. Gunky says you talked about this like some about Young and Dumb Stupid by Mix, but that song is a banger in my opinion. Hey, that's fair. No, Santa says that's fair. That is a banger. Yeah, like I said, I don't have any. I don't have any like again, I don't have any negative opinions. Like I said, if you think the Chopsticks the sample works out well, then hey, all the power to you. If you think this is an absolute fucking banger of a song, I respect your opinion for that, you know, because I think there's definitely elements. And I will say the one cool thing about this song that I enjoyed was that like really dynamic, like I love that they again had the Chopstick sound, then they had like these really awesome like big piano chords, and then you have like this like orchestral thing, and then you also throw in like an 808 like drop. I thought that was really interesting. So I think in terms of that, I think it was interesting. I definitely don't think that it's one that I again will go out of my way listening to, but if it showed up, I'd be vibing to it. So let's see what we got. Gunky says I don't love this song, but it's fun. I agree. Uni says that this sticker, Young Dumb Stupid, are definitely growers. They're wacky as fuck, and I totally get why some people hate them, but I embrace them. LOL. No Santa says I guess then playing on the floor piano is cute. Hey, listen, if you gotta take what you need to take out of the song and MV, then I respect you for that. So very nice. All right, we have next on this playlist is NiziU. This is a B-side from their full-length album You. After listening to this song, you should be an expert saying their name. This song is about deep emotional connection and reliance on someone special. The lyrics describes the ordinary nature of girls in the group who have experienced a sudden change in their lives. They express gratitude to someone who has supported and watched over them, allowing them to come this far. Very nice, very nice. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into NiziU next. Good job, Sarah.
Yeah, I wanna know where you're now. 楽しいも悲しいももっとシェアしたいよ future この気持ち届いてるの Baby 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 わかんなくなるなんて大好きは本当だろういつの日か覚えて確かめに行こう君の街へ会いに行くよ I need you
Great chorus.
残るも memories 最高にスペシャル乗り越えたら西になるよ I need you そんな未来も君となら特別な気がするよ I will do I like 時を超えて育っていく our dream この歌に乗せて 君じゃなきゃもう待てないよきっと手と手をつないで I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you そう信じてるから I'm with you So come with me, yeah I'm with you I need you, I need you I'm with you So come with me, yeah I'm with you I need you, I need you
God, that came up way quicker than I would have expected. Let me go back. I'm gonna go. There was one part that I liked, like video wise. I gotta stop at. So, very cool. This was NiziU's Need You. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Let me see. Can I find it? It was where they had like all of the baseball. It was cool. I like the shot. It's like right here. Can I not find it? All right. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna leave it here. Very cool. I like this one as well. To me, this one feels very. I'm trying to think of the word to describe it. It feels very solid. Like, and that's not the word I was gonna use instead. I can think of that word, but I think to me it feels very very safe in terms of what you would expect them to do, like music wise. Like it plays a lot to their strengths, which is incredible. Again, it is a B-side song, so again that probably plays into it a little bit, but I really like their thought process of we need to have like a lot of ensemble vocals. We got to have a lot more like push to make this more like fun. You know what I mean? I think that they have, historically, in my opinion, thus far, have done a really great job of incorporating like ensemble vocals, making it seem full, making the songs feel very immersive. And so I really like that. Gunky says they played it so safe that you need to learn how to say their name. I was gonna say, like, it's not safe. Like, I feel like safe is almost always inherently a bad connotation to a song, and I don't think that that's the case. You can have a safe song and it can be really good. And I think that this one is one of those ones that fits in that category for me, where it's like I don't really need it to do a lot because I feel like it's as good as it is, and you don't need to kind of put any sort of like crazy beat drop, or you don't need to do anything insane to the song to make it more appealing. Like I think to me it's appealing how it is, and I think just because of the more naturalness of the song, it just makes you feel like you can gravitate more towards it. So I really like this one a lot. I think this was great. Again, I enjoyed the vocal arrangements. There wasn't a lot of rapping, which is, again, not really like, I don't want to say like surprising, but I do appreciate that it wasn't like insanely coded like that. I think it has obviously moments, more so in this section here, like with the bridge. But I didn't think it was like overall, like I was like, holy shit, there's just so much going on. Like I think they did a great job of making it feel light and energetic. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. This one's safe in a good way to me. So see, we got some comments here. Somebody was saying floor piano was cute, and Uni says wish we got that Tom Hanks cameo. And then Sarah says song wasn't big enough collab for him. And then Sarah followed that up and said, I love seeing the moment Brandon gets my joke. I'm always like, oh man, it's great. I love a good dad joke, so I feel like it's almost like, oh come on, it's like one of those like 90s like sitcom like Sarah, and then they pan the camera and you're like, oh sorry, made another dad joke. Noah Sand says I'm getting some major deja vu and I can't place it. And Biscuit says, yes, this is my favorite so far, probably. Oh, wow, okay. It's interesting to see everybody's favorites so far. That's cool. I'm about it. All right. Well, we are keeping it moving here. The next one is 9 Colors, and this is also a B-side from the first studio-length album, You. This song conveys a message of impact a special connection can have on our lives. It celebrates the transformative power of love, friendship, and support. Also emphasizes the joy, strength, and bright colors they bring to our journey. Very nice. Uni says, yep, just a feel-good song. It's not trying to blow your mind. I couldn't agree with you more. So very nice. I'm very excited for 9 Colors. Very, very sweet. So let's get into it. It looks like a live one. I love that. It seems like a tiny crowd, honestly. Great harmonies. All right, very cool. That was Nine Colors from NiziU. Very nice. Um, I thought this was very cool. Listen, I love a good ballad every once in a while. I am a ballad stan here, so love seeing that. I also really appreciate the production. This sounded like I got to give them a lot of credit because this was at the Tokyo Dome. The clarity in this in a live performance, I think they sounded phenomenal. Like honestly, if they didn't show the crowd, I would be. It felt very clean for like for a live performance. So I really like that a lot. Um, I will also say, like vocally, this was very cool. Like it got to show off at least different members that I feel like I probably am not giving as much love to, and that's maybe more so a bias on my part of like, you like the people that you like, and so I feel like I always try to give the love out to everybody I can possibly give out to. But I feel like to me in this song I really enjoyed Mihi a ton. I like also as well they gave Rima a part to do like a little bit of like vocals, because I know typically she's main rapper, but she sounded incredible. So I really wanted to give her a salutes, obviously. But yeah, B was really incredible. Ayako was also really great. Riku was also really, those two three in terms of the performance, I felt like they really crushed it. Um I just loved their tones. Like it was really cool to obviously hear like obviously how all of them sing, but I feel like they were really able to kind of lay it home and do like a little bit more. And I like that they kind of gave each member like their own, to some degree, obviously, like their own little stand as the performance kind of went on. Um, I also enjoyed the instrumentation of this song. Again, I'm a sucker for just vocals and like an acoustic guitar, and I think they did a really great job of making it feel very natural and very almost like, I don't want to say campfirey because I feel like that's not the case, but like I feel like they made it very apparent to have it be like lighthearted. You know what I mean? There's unadulteratedness to it that I really appreciate, because again, there's nothing vocally that, like there's nothing instrumentally that is binding them that they can hide behind, in the song. Like it feels very clean, very like very forward facing, and I appreciate that a ton. But yeah, overall this is great, and again, shout outs to them performing this live. Like I imagine it's probably pretty stressful considering the amount of people in the Tokyo Dome right now. I feel like that's awesome. So major kudos to NiziU. I think they did a really great job. But very cool, very cool. I like I said, I don't know where we're gonna stop at for tonight, so Gunky can let me know if they want me to split it up and go, again do 20, stop at 20 and do the next 20 on the next stream, or they can let me know. But very cool. The next one on the playlist is Asobo. This is a digital single, is on their second full-length album, Coconut. It was used by Coca-Cola Japan as a TV commercial with their Fanta products. This song promotes the idea of embracing playfulness and enjoying life to the fullest through the lyrics, and throughout the lyrics, the members express their desires to break free from the daily routine of work and responsibilities and find joy in engaging in exciting activities together. Very nice. He says, "Are you ready for more childish fun songs?" That's what you get when from the next song, Asobo. Gunky says, "Hopefully we can make it to the song before Paradise, but it's your call." If you feel like that's a good stopping point, then we can stop there. That is not an issue. I am living it up to there. I feel like that would probably be a good point if it's already special as the last B-side. So, all right, well, let's get into Asobo. Hopefully I pronunciated that right. Oh, nice. All right, so I need to know, chat. This was Asobo by NiziU. Is I is Asobo Korean? I need to know what Asobo is. That's why I feel like I need to know the translation of Asobo. Let me see if I can find it. Asobo Korean. Oh, it's Japanese. Sorry. It's Japanese. Okay. It says let's play. Okay. I thought it was maybe Korean for whatever reason. So my apologies. Let's see what chat says. Sarah says, "Oh." So Sarah says, "Almost missed it." Asobo. And then Gunky says that would have been a fair. That would have been an epic fail. And then Santa says, "That's right, gamer." I agree. Sarah says it looks like it's "let's hang out" in the same way Koreans use "let's play." Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Sarah, and no Santa. I thought this was nice. This is very cute, very light. It feels very NiziU, and I'm about that. I will say that chorus gets better and better. I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. But like, man, once you get into that final chorus, you're like, Asobo, like you're feeling it, at least for me. But I like it. Feels again very vibrant, very a little childish, but But overall, I think it was solid. Like I said, it's a really, really infectious song. So I definitely kind of appreciate the musicality of that, for sure. But yeah, overall, I thought this was really interesting. A very interesting song. I think the way it's laid out was also very interesting as well too. But yeah, overall, it was cool. I love the pre-chorus. I will say the pre-chorus in the song was especially good. I feel like again they've always been, I feel like they've always been good at either having a fantastic chorus, a fantastic pre-chorus, or both. And I feel like this one has both, in my opinion. But yeah, very light, very NiziU. And I feel that. I feel that. Gunky said there's a song you don't skip when it comes on, but it's not that one, a not must listen one. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I feel like that's resonating with me for sure. Jess says sorry, but I was getting war flashbacks to my cousins watching Coco Melon when it started. Oof. Oh, okay. I could feel that. I could feel that. And Kaylee says Asobo. Okay, Asobo. Thank you. Appreciate it. And he says definitely children's TV show collab vibes. But it's fun and the horns hit. I was gonna say horns. I feel like horns in most music, in my opinion, always do it a benefit. I genuinely don't think that there is one where I couldn't engage with it. I think maybe the only exception I can make is Somi's Ice Cream. I will say it. I think that's probably the only one I would like. It is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, in my opinion. So come after me. It's okay. All right. Well, we are keeping it moving here. The next one on the playlist is Clap Clap. This is the title track on their third single. It is also on their second full-length album, Coconut. This song encourages listeners to let loose and have fun. The lyrics convey a sense of unity and celebration, emphasizing the power of music and the joy it brings. So, very nice. I don't know if I have listened to this one. I feel like I have not. So, let's get into it. Ooh. All right, Nina. You be clapping. All right, all right. This was NiziU's Clap Clap. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Um, yeah, this is good. I like this one a lot. We're back. We're back. We're back, guys. I'm feeling this one a lot. I love the way that they stylize. First of all, to name your song Clap Clap, I think is interesting, but I think it actually speaks well for the song. Like the way that they not only utilize like clap, like saying clap clap in the song itself, but also using like the sound of clapping your hands as like, you know, part of the musicality. It was kind of similarly to how I felt about Take a Picture. I feel very similarly about this one, where again that inclusion of the hand clapping I think works well in the favor of this song. I think the energy of this song is also really incredible. It's super infectious. It's really fun. I feel like this one to me, out of probably all of the NiziU songs thus far, I feel like this one is the one that I imagine does so well live. I do not know if they play this one live or not, but to me it gives me the most like I need to see this one live. Like it gives that sort of perspective from my standpoint, where it's just like the crowd engagement like just feels at an all-time high with this song. So I really like that. I thought the rapping was really good. That section was really incredible, and I love that they kind of switched it off and gave everybody like a different little pocket of the song. I thought that was really nice, and I think that everyone kind of got a little bit of a moment to shine and do their piece. So I really appreciate that a ton. And again, I don't want to undersell this chorus. I think this chorus is super catchy, super fun. And then Nina popping off at the end vocally. Oh, that was awesome. I also really like Mako in this song. I feel like I haven't given her enough love, but I really like this one a lot, and she sounded great too. I'm pretty sure it was Mako then Nina, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, but ooh man, the vocal power of Nina was also incredible. So I feel like I had to have given her own shout out as well. But wow, this was great. I'm definitely gonna have to check this one out again because I really fucking enjoyed this one a ton. So very nice, very nice. All right, a couple comments here. Everyone's doing the clap emojis. We love to see it. Sarah says, I love this. Kaylee says, it's nothing like this song, but all I can think of when I hear clap is Super Junior Super Clap. That is one that we have not tackled yet, so I'll have to add it to my ever-growing list of songs to check out, iconic songs I'm sure to check out. Jazz says this one is super catchy. I agree. And Gunky says every time this song comes on, I think the clap. That's fair. I feel like it should just explicitly be named clap. I feel like that's what it is. But Kaylee says they're a second gen boy group, so we could. We did not do a second gen. We did 21, which is a second gen girls group. So we'll have to add it to the burner for that one for sure. All right, we're keeping it moving here. The next one we have on the playlist is Short Trip. This is a B-side on their third single. Is also on their second full-length album, Coconut. This song depicts a group of friends embarking on a short trip together, highlights the joys and importance of friendship and creating lasting memories. We love to see it. Gunky says, I really like this next song, and the MV is super fun. Oh, we love to see it. So, all right, let's get into Short Trip.
Come on, oh yeah. Overflowing 楽しみは抑えられない計画事故の日天気を味方ね両手の羽で飛べそう釘が違う透明で全身癒されるみたい木漏れ日の中鳥の歌う
Ooh.
夢みたいちょっと飛んでたら頬が痛い無邪気に笑う心の解放 Yeah もう揺らして気持ちいいよ私たちの short trip 時間よ more slowly 私たちの friendship 大切な時間 Have a nice weekend きっとメッセージに selfie 伝える enjoy now oh my gosh ほら焦げてるじゃんそれでもバーベキュー it's delicious うまかよまかのやで決めた大きなテントこれが glamping luxury なキャンプしよう涼しげに Hey smile 星が降るよ本当に綺麗待って泣きそうとして自然の偉大さ感じられるからあんただけ最高だねこのままで I can sleep tonight もったいないから夜明けまでもっと話そういろんなこと怖い話はやめてお願いねえさっと秘密を打ち明けよう私たちの short trip 時間よ more slowly 私たちの friendship 大切な時間今だから言えるそれぞれ語って笑ってはないで絆も深まって
I love the different vocal sections in this part. Cool.
帰りにはショッピングしたいから寄り道しよう私たちの short trip 時間よ more slowly 私たちの friendship 大切な時間人生で一番楽しい旅行来年も絶対行こうね約束して
Oh, that's so cute. I gotta go back to that full shot of all of them. That's cute. All right. This is NiziU's Short Trip if you're hanging out. I enjoyed this one a lot. Again, I feel like Gunky surmised it so well at the beginning of this whole saga with NiziU. I feel like their songs are always so feel good. Like, even if I do not like it or like I'm not a fan of it, I feel like the best compliment that I can give to them regardless is that they always have such a infectious, positive, and happy feeling of listening to their music. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm not probably going to love all of their music, but I feel like something that can transcend amongst the majority, if not the entirety of their discography, is that it feels very happy and it makes you feel happy. So I love that in and of itself. I think that's incredible. I think the video itself was cool too. I like the cute moments they have, obviously, between the different members. It's always really fun to see and enjoy it a ton. But I think the song itself was good. Like I said, nothing too crazy. I feel like it is one of those songs that's just like a tried and true. You know what I mean? It's like, it's old reliable. You know what I mean? Like the melody choices were really solid. I think that the vocals were really incredible. I really enjoyed Mako in the song. Again, I know I feel like I'm 2 for 2 for Mako, but I really like her tone a ton, and I feel like every time that I see her and I visualize her vocals, like it just feels very like, oh yeah, you know what? I always forget about, I feel like I almost instinctually, I don't want to say roll over Mako, but like I feel like I'm like, oh damn, you know what? Mako's actually really good. I should be showing her a little bit more love. But yeah, I really liked her a ton. I also, again, really enjoyed I really enjoyed a lot of members in this. Like they all like whenever you get into like those really great ensemble vocals, I think it shows super well. I also really enjoyed Rio in this song as well too. I feel like her voice really does well in those moments as well too. So I feel like I gotta give her a shout, and I feel like I haven't given her enough love either. But yeah, I feel like those two at least to me stood out a ton in this song. So yeah, overall I thought this was really good, very very sweet. You know what I mean? You love a sweet song. So Gunky says Mako is an all-arounder. She can do everything. And then said she placed first in the survival show. And then said, "Are you ready for vocals?" I'm always ready for vocals. This is what I critique here. So we love it. But anyway, we are moving on to the next one, which is Blue Moon. This is the title track on their fourth single. This song is a sentimental reflection on the special moments shared between two people who are separated by distance. The lyrics describe how even when separated, the two lovers are still connected by the same blue moon that they see in the night sky. The song is reminiscent about the memories that they've made together and the moments they met, on how they've colored each other's worlds since then. That's very heartwarming. I love that. So, all right, we are getting into Blue Moon, and it's the first take, which I love these videos, so double stoked. Wow, they really had to pan out, huh? Jesus Christ. I love the chord progression.
伝えたいよ消えないこの愛が君のもとへ舞い上がってゆく結ばれてる心は君と会えない間も灯されてる同じブルーム離れている時でも太い空見上げたら輝いてる二人をつなぐ同じブルーム Blue light
key
shining
change?
over us so bright Blue moonlight shining over us so bright 吹雪の中も歩んでいけるの君のこと思えばきっとすぐ会えるから結ばれてる心は君と会えない間も愛されてる同じブルーム離れている時でも太い空見上げたら輝いてる二人をつなぐ同じブルーム離れている時でも届けたいこの気持ち綺麗だね君も見てかな同じブルーム
Aw.
緊張しためっちゃ緊張したみんなめっちゃ良かったね
今体熱いもん
やばいね汗やばいすごい待ってる時とかメンバーの声をすごいヘッドフォンで感じてすごい聞き入っちゃってた
ねたくさんの人にね聞いてもらえるといいね
All right, very cool. All right, this is NiziU's Blue Moon. If you're hanging out, we got one more, and then we'll be finishing it up, hopefully soon. We'll have to figure out a day when we're closing it out. But I enjoyed this one a lot. I'll preface that I love the first take. If you have not checked out their channel, please go check them out. They're awesome. I feel like their content is always really on point, and this is I'm not being sponsored to say this. I just enjoy the way that they do all artistry. I think it's really incredible. So big salutes to the first take. They're awesome. But I feel like this song was also really cool too. Like, I am very appreciative of ballads, right? I feel like if you know me and you know the channel, I love a good ballad, and I feel like this one is, again, very, very, very much in the same way where I get enamored by how much talent are in groups. And I know that feels like very self-explanatory, but I just am always really impressed at, like, especially within ballads, like, you get to hear more nuance than I feel like you do get to hear amongst any other songs. And I think that kind of separates the good singers from the great singers. And I feel like NiziU has an incredible roster of great vocalists. And so I was really impressed by this a lot. I think this one is definitely amongst my favorite songs that we've listened to tonight, just for the amount of different variation, and especially once you get closer to the end of the song where they're all kind of cutting in and out. I feel like it is really, really impressive to hear them do this in a first take setting. I thought they did an incredible job, and it sounded very, very on point. I think for me, I was, again, surprised at Rima. I'm not saying that she is not an incredible rapper. I love her rapping in NiziU, but I was definitely surprised at her singing voice. I did not watch the Nizi project, so I feel as though I, maybe have missed out on a little bit of information in regards to Rima, but I feel like she sounded incredible. I love her vocal tone. She's got a really nice, like, warm tone to her voice. So definitely like that a lot, and something I, again, noticed in more of the ballady type songs. I feel like she does do a lot more singing, so that's awesome to see. In terms of members, I feel like the ones that stood out to me the most that I really enjoyed were these two here and this one here. I also enjoyed Mako as well, so I gotta give her some love. But I feel like that is probably, if I had to guess, I know this one's Mako. I want to say this one with the brunettish hair. I want to say that was Mihi, but it could also be Riku potentially. So I don't know. I'd have to get maybe more of a close up, but they both sounded incredible. I feel like both of them are, again, they're both vocally really impressive to me. And I don't know who has the short blonde hair, like bob haircut. I've been trying to place who that is, but I've enjoyed them a lot as well too. So I don't know who it is. I've been trying to kind of put a face in the name a little bit. But she's also incredible too. So wanted to give them a salute, but very nice. Great ballad choice. Of course, I feel like Gunky almost always picks out the flawless ballads in my opinion. So I'm all for it. Biscuit said, this is my favorite so far. Gunky says, when we get to their new song, Love Line, I was impressed by her soft vocals. Okay, Rima. Okay. And Mihi was really good in this one as well. I was gonna say Mihi was great. Like I said, I don't know who has this short blonde bob. Let me see if I can get a close up. I want to say, is this Mihi? Gunky would know for sure. So while I get confirmation on that, oh, that's Riku. Okay. I feel like so Riku always has the different hair color. Okay. That's so interesting because I'm looking at her K profile and it looks different. Again, this says it's from Love Line, so that would explain a lot. But either way, also Riku. So shout out to her. But we are going to move on to the last one of this special for today. So we'll be continuing it on next week. But this is a B-side on their fourth single. This song celebrates the uniqueness and significance of individuals in the world. Lyrics portray sweet and comforting atmosphere, focusing on the bond between two people. And the song is called Already Special. So let's check it out.
Time to relax, me no one let that go. Wish you sweet dreams, wish you sweet dreams. ここにいてもいいのかなって少し不安になる時思い出してる君のこといつだって You say you like me この世界に生まれてきた奇跡今年も一年頑張れた自分褒めてあげてもうすぐ Happy Holidays 新しい年を迎えよう It's gonna be a great year Oh yeah Nice without いい夢を見てね Wish you sweet dreams Wish you sweet dreams 優しい君の笑顔にいつも救われてるから私も笑顔になれるって言いたいの You make us smile この世界で君と出会う奇
key change. Oh. Mihi. Oh my god. All right. This is NiziU's Already Special. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. That's tough. I did really like Blue Moon a lot, but I feel like dynamically this was wildly good. I like the like little bit of jazz influence in this song. I thought it was so nice. That like piano section, like the piano section in the song was incredible. Shouts to the pianist who did that. The guitar work was also phenomenal as well. It just was a well-oiled machine, and I love to see it. But man, vocally, this was also so much fun. Man, I feel like I have picked out favorites, not only I think in terms of biases, but also like I have picked out favorite members throughout their discography. I feel like this is probably one of the only songs where I don't know if I have a favorite because they all sounded really fucking phenomenal. And I don't know if I have one that stands above the rest. I feel like if I had to maybe choose someone, like if I had a gun pointed to my head and I had to pick someone that was my favorite on this song, I'd probably have to say is Nina, because she is like, God, she's a insanely powerhouse vocalist, and I think she does a fantastic job on delivery in this song. So if I really had to choose, I would probably say Nina. But again, I do not want to discredit the other members of NiziU because they all sounded really good. Fantastic. I'd like to refrain and say they're all fantastic, but like vocally, this felt the most like them pushing their vocals, and you love to see it. And I just think it's mixed so well. Like the dynamics of the song are so good, and then I love the fact that again they had like the key change at the end. That was like the piece de resistance in the song. I really love that. I love when groups do key changes. I don't know, that just always gets me for whatever reason. It's probably why some songs in like K-pop or J-pop or any sort of genre really just like resonate a little bit more. I just think it just is like dynamically just so much fun and keeps you on your toes. So I love that. But yeah, overall, probably my favorite of tonight, if I were being for real. Like, I don't think you're gonna get a way better song than this one in terms of like vocal dynamics. But yeah, this was incredible. So great one to close this particular part off with. So very nice. In terms of favorites, this is tough. I think I gotta say Already Special. That's without a doubt gonna be one of my favorites. I feel like I gotta put Clap Clap on there. This is tough. Beyond the Rainbow is definitely another one. And I will put Blue Moon on there. I think those would be my favorites. I would probably give an honorable mention to Take a Picture. That was also really good. So, but yeah, very fun. A couple comments here. Looks like, Kaylee was saying hardest part about learning names when they change their hair color and immediately look like a different person. That's what I was saying. Like, there's definitely some people where I was like, do I have it correct? So now I'm gonna have to recorrect myself again, probably. But And yeah, we're going off heights and all these different metrics, so that's crazy. Gunky says if you didn't get it from the lyrics, this is a New Year's song. Yeah, I did pick that up pretty immediately. Uni says I haven't heard this one before, but it's lovely. I agree. Jazz says okay, this is my favorite. Agreed. Gunky says take a picture, Papa Shakin' and Short Trip would be my favorite songs tonight. Take a Picture is the best song tonight. So, and it's not even close. Fair enough. Take a Picture was great. I did enjoy that. Jazz says already special Pop and Shakin' and Clap Clap. Ooh, okay. We vibing. We love to see it. So very nice. Let's see what else we got. Uni says Chopstick, Take a Picture, Beyond the Rainbow are all up there for me. Hey, those are good choices. Gunky says the next deep dive will be the best. I really like all. I really like all but one on part 2 of this deep dive. Ooh, okay, yeah, and some of them I know some of them we have listened to. Okay, Coconut I haven't listened to. We did do Heartress. Heartress was incredible. Memories, I do remember this one. Sweet Nonfiction was good. Again, I think those were the only 3. Yeah, those are the only things. Heartress, I do remember a lot. I'm excited for that one again. So, we haven't heard my favorite yet. Ooh, okay. We'd love to see it. So, very nice. Thanks, y'all, for joining. Again, apologies for Monday. Glad everyone's staying safe out there. Please, if you are, stay safe. We will be continuing this on Monday. Again, barring any weather situation, but please come through. Let's see. Haley says thanks. Business says thank you. And he says there are some stuff in the second half that I missed out on. I've been slacking on keeping up with them lately. Fair enough. Gunky, thank you for putting it together. Appreciate it. I'm also excited to see what I've missed. I haven't kept up as much, but we love to see it. Also, I feel like since no one pointed out my thing and I feel like I gotta show chat. So let me see if I can move out of the way for one of it. You can see one of the things in the background. I was gonna say, wait, there's a chimney. It's worse. Don't worry. Here you go, chat. Oh my god. um so my girlfriend's a huge BTS fan. She has the light stick and all, but she said she got these at the last BTS concert she went to. So yeah, she told me to keep them up, and I can't find a spot for them, but I'll try to find a place to put both Jin and Jimin back here. So, but she thought it would be funny if I kept adding more like BTS stuff in the background, see if chat started to notice. So that would be great. I was gonna try to not tell anybody because I think it would have been hilarious if like it kept going and got more and more like insane. Just so much more BTS stuff in the background. But yeah, she's a huge BTS fan, so I felt appropriate. So just jimming, just slowly getting. I think that would have been hilarious, but I feel like at some point you would have had to have seen it. There's no way. That would have been awesome. I feel like if I could have done it, I would have done it, but did not really think about that so much in advance. But yeah, that would have been great, Sarah. I would have been shitting my pants. That would have been awesome. But yeah. So, and also she has, oh man, I don't know if it's still sitting out there. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Oh my god. All right. So she's told okay, so she told me to bring this out as a joke. All right. Not as a joke, but it would have been funny if she was like, "Guys, you have a special guest tonight. Guys, it's Jimin. Look, here he is. He's just hanging out. I felt like I should have put him on. I should have put him on the thing. I know she has a Mattel doll. I don't know why. It's great. It's so funny. Hey guys, it's Jimin. I'm on Brandon's stream tonight. This is sick. So, 안녕하세요. You know. So, anyway, that was terrible. Sarah says I've never seen one. This isn't deeply haunting. Oh my god, we are. Meatball's probably sleeping with my girlfriend right now. So, yeah, she like took her stuff out and she's just like, guys, look. She's just like, look what I have. And I was like, is that Jimin? Because she's a Jimin bias. And she was like, yeah. And I said, oh my god, this is terrifying. And she's like, you don't love Jimin? And I said, no, I love Jimin. I just am surprised that you have a Mattel Jimin doll, you know? So maybe I'll put him in the back. I don't know. He can go next to my Suga photo card. So he needs to be city. He needs a seat of honor. Gunky said I was thinking Michael Jackson. It is a bit terrifying. Thank you, Kala. Thank you. I'm glad. Listen, I'm not hating. I love Jimin. BTS is incredible. I just think it was so funny that she was like going through her stuff and then the Jimin doll, man. It was crazy. Kaylee says the Jimin doll can't hurt you. You can't hurt the Jimin doll can't hurt you, or the Jimin doll can't hurt you. Oh god. I feel like that shit's gonna like wait. I feel like Jimin is gonna like be hanging over me in my sleep. You know what I mean? Like it feels like an Annabelle doll, you know? So put him at the end of the dark hallway. Oh, I can't. I will find a spot for Jimin though. I feel like that'd be really funny. But yeah, so, and she has a ton of other BTS stuff. If I can go find it, I'll bring it up on streams. But yeah, she is an army. So, but very cool. That was my show and tell for today. Yeah. We will be continuing NiziU on Monday if we have extra time. I would like to do a smidge of catch up because I feel like we haven't. Yeah, no, Santa, you missed show and tell. Oh my god, I'll show it again if you want, but I feel like I'm gonna scare chat. But yeah, I would like to do a fair bit of catch up. I still haven't listened to the new Extraordinary Heroes song, and I would really like to get into the new Extraordinary Heroes stuff. So I will have to do it. I was gonna say I need to hear Extraordinary Heroes. I know that there has been a couple more. Lucy. I also know there was the new 10 song that came out that I'm excited because I really like the other 10 song. I can't lie, it's been good. So I feel like we gotta be cooking. Chat's gotta be cooking. We got some good shit we missed out on. So I feel like I gotta do it. So Kiki actual debut. Okay. The entire 10 album. Isna, I was gonna say Isna. We've got a little bit. Solar, I'm excited. I love Mamamoo, so I feel like I'm like stoked for her stuff. But yeah, we have some stuff. So if we get done with NiziU quickly on, and I'm not gonna like rush it because it's Gunky's deep dive. But if we get through it in enough time, we will do some catch up stuff. So let me know in chat what you want me to catch up on because we'll do it. So very cool. That's it. We ended on already special, so we'll be starting the stream off with Paradise, which would be next. So we can put the stuff in the playlist on Discord. That is true. Let me know your suggestions. Put them in the I'll make a playlist making. So, but yeah, let me know what else we can do. Some fun smaller groups as well too. But yeah, and then after NiziU, I don't know what we're gonna do next. So you can let me know in Discord. Cool. Thank you guys. Have a good night. We'll see y'all Monday. Stay safe out there. We could do a second gen voice group. That'd be fun. But yeah, let me know. Give me thoughts. Peace, y'all.